Welcome to Vhannah's Corner, everybody. I have today. What name are we going by today? Lauren K?
Let's do that.
I got Lauren K. All right. Influencer in the making, hip hop extraordinaire. Okay. Interviewee. All right. Knows what she's doing. All right. Okay. So I got her.
That's right. That's a great intro.
I'll be trying, friend. I'll be trying. You know, she be out here, so she interviewed a lot of people, and you know, we're gonna get into it. But before we do, I want her to tell you guys about herself.
I work for an advertising company. I also work for a Talk of the Town show, Go Follow Talk of the Town show. I am their digital media strategist as well as a host. So I run our TikTok, help out with our social medias, and I do interviews.
She's that girl, in other words.
Oh.
So, all right. So we're gonna actually talk today about being woman upcoming in media, and you know, kind of the struggles of it, and kind of finding your place in media. What kind of pressure do you feel with us being a black woman in media? Do you feel that you have a certain standard, a certain kind of, I don't want to say face you have to like show? Do you feel like there's a certain standard you need to live up to with being a black woman in media, especially dealing with hip hop as you do?
I think that any black woman in media is painted as like if you see me in an interview, it's not what Lauren K thinks. It's okay, so this is what old black women think. And I think that any woman is faced with that. So I think it's just a natural pressure.
That's true.
I feel like I'm not gonna act like what you want me to act like just because I'm trying to prove to you that I'm as good as you are, just because you're not my skin complexion. So it's very conflicting.
I think I was kind of dealing with an internal struggle of myself that I felt like I hate that it's, if you're speaking proper, you're speaking white. And it's like, okay, do we not have black educated people? Because I know a few people with like 3 PhDs, and I just feel like, why does it have to be that standard? And then it's like, okay, if you see my hair is a little bit longer, oh, that's not your hair. Why do you feel comfortable enough to be commenting on anything going on with me? And it's like, I didn't realize that people really, they put us on a certain, I don't want to say, I guess a certain pedestal that we have to be on. And it's kind of like you said, I don't want to conform to the man, if you want to say, but at the same time, I want to, you know, I don't want to do that. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I am representing black women. If you looking at me and you think that I'm a face for most black women, I want to make sure that I'm doing us justice. And it sucks that I even have to, you know, kind of carry that on my back. Do you feel like it's maybe easier than like dealing with hip hop more compared to maybe, because I know, so you're doing advertising. Do you feel like there is like a difference? Do you think that you have to code switch a little bit?
I definitely think it's way easier as far as being in the advertising space and in the more corporate space versus being in like with our people, because there are people, they understand like, and quite frankly, I think people gravitate toward authenticity, especially on a platform like that where you're dealing with so many different people, and it's not even just me interviewing, it's other people interviewing. So I think that authenticity is what makes people gravitate toward you. I like that I'm able to be myself in the interviews and not have to code switch as I do in the corporate.
Okay. Well, getting more into your interviews, so how has that process been going about? Like, how do you feel? I know we talked about this before, but like, tell the people, how do you feel? Like, I don't know, being immersed in hip hop, I feel like you've always been a music connoisseur. So seeing you do this is like amazing. And I feel like,
thank you, sister.
No, I got you, girl. And I feel like, you know, how does it feel finally being kind of immersed in the music? Like seeing it happen, like interviewing these people. How do you feel? Like B Love, Young Devin, how does it feel like being in it?
I feel like I still haven't really grasped the fact that I do
it's happening? Okay.
Yeah, I think at first, okay, so I joined Talk of the Town in March of 2022. And I don't think that I told anybody, like I didn't put it on like my social media stuff until I think Touria came in May. He posted a video with us and I shared it. But that was the first time that people knew that I was working for Talk of the Town. But the whole time I was just doing social media. At first I was doing Instagram, TikTok, what have you. And Chloe, which is the CEO, she didn't even know that I wanted to do interviews. Like,
Okay.
I kept that very much on the tuck because that's not what I was there for. I was there to gain the experience, to make the connections. Like, I wasn't there to be on camera. So, one day, me and her in the car, she asked me, she's like, you know, like, what's your big picture? Like, what do you want to do? And I'm telling her, and she's like, oh, wait, I didn't know, like, you wanted to be on camera, you wanted to do interviews. And I was like, girl, I don't. And she was like, girl, you do. So, this was around, I want to say, like, June.
Okay.
My first interview took place in late September, early October, something like that. So, from June... So basically all summer I was stolen. Every single time they'd be like, Lauren, you want to do such and such interview? I'd be like, nah, I can't do this interview because XYZ, I'm not prepared. He's too big, she's too big. I don't know nothing about this artist. Like, and then another thing with that specific audience, it's just so many politics involved. Like, literally before every interview, I'd be like, Chloe, is this person? Like, can I mention this person? I can't. So it was just too much. So I made up excuses for all summer as to why I could not do the interviews.
You honest.
And then, OD, I was terrified. Camera's terrifying.
It's crazy because when you get on camera though, I could see it looks like you make people feel comfortable. And I feel like you can tell that you love what you're doing. And it reads. So I don't know if you don't realize that you'll be doing that, or it's just be, oh, I'm nervous, and then the minute it turns on, it's kind of like, all right, now I'm giving the people what.
Bricks in the middle of the interviews. Literally. Really? During Caesar's interview, I think. No, he was my second interview, but that was like my first big interview. And you know the whole situation with the dog happened, and then the whole situation with his daughter. Literally, I remember sitting there shaking the cards, because I'm like, damn, what if this blow up? Like, what if he don't talk about this dog thing no more? What if this daughter is too sensitive of a topic? Like, same thing with B-Love. That was one that like I'm a genuine fan of him, so I was like, nah, like I'm really interviewing B-Love. I breaks in that chair. Okay. So eventually it goes away. It's kind of like a dance performance where like when you get on stage you're really, really nervous, but eventually it goes away. But I don't know. I think that like when I watch my interviews now, it'd be like, damn, like you're really doing this. Like look at you. Like wow.
What is your favorite one that you've done so far?
Devin.
Really? I thought you was gonna say B-Love.
No.
Okay.
B-Love. I'll tell you off camera why B-Love's not my favorite.
Got it.
But, I think B-Love was a good interview. Actually, I'll tell you on camera. B-Love got cut short. Like mid-interview, he's on a schedule. Like, you know, they do press runs, so they gotta go from this place to this place to this place. So I didn't get as much time as I would necessarily like. So I feel like there were certain questions that I didn't get to ask him. But with Devin's interview, it was just the energy was very, very organic. She's another one that I was a genuine fan of. She Brooklyn, she Trinidad, she's real up there, my real up there. So it was really jokes the whole time, and she was willing to talk. I didn't expect her to be.
I was shocked.
As she was. So Devin was definitely my favorite.
So where do you see yourself like going in your future? Do you see it still remaining in hip hop? Do you see? I always ask you, do you see yourself more of like a not like a 106 and Park thing because we don't have that no more, but like on those music type of things that, you know, you're just kind of like a host type of stuff. Like, where do you see yourself going in the future with media?
At first, I thought that I wanted to do the whole music thing because I love music so much. It's like, nobody wants to work. Like, nobody wants to get up every day and work. So, if I'm going to get up every day and work, I might as well do something that I love, involved in something that I love, which is music. True. But I think that through interviewing, I realized... How do I phrase this? So, when you're doing an interview, especially on a platform where you're not the only person doing the interviews, the people are not there for you. The people are there for
the label, the brand.
Yeah, the people are there for. So the views are gonna fluctuate. So when you have B-Love, you're gonna get 10K. But when you have a smaller act that's maybe very local, you're gonna get 400 views. Right?
Got it.
And I think that people are less receptive to you as an interviewer because they're not here for you, they're here for that.
That's a good point.
I want to have conversations with people. Like, even on my interviews, everybody that I've interviewed has told me, like, it feels like a conversation. Like, it doesn't feel like an interview. And that's a goal of mine.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I want to have conversations with, like this. I think Vhannah's Corner is so fire because it's just like, it's you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's more of the route that I want to go down. Because
no, I'm waiting for you.
We here. We gonna take over.
Listen, period. We like to manifest things on Vhannah's Corner, so we're speaking that positivity in existence. Just wait for me and Lauren to take over the media industry.
Exactly. And I feel like you're real good with the movies and the TV TV.
You know I love that
shit
stuff.
Like that. You know that's my vibe. So we gonna get together.
All right.
But yeah, I definitely want to be in more of a space where I'm having conversations with people, more of a personality space rather than
straight. Just this is what it is. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's Vhannah's Corner today, guys. Thank you, Lauren, for coming out. Lauren K.
This was so fun.
So happy that you came. You know I'm happy to come back.
It's a vibe.
Period. Man out. Bye, guys.